Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on your YouTube channel. Yes, as you can see, today I'm recording our video, outdoors here in nature in this very beautiful place. So what are we going to do? We're going to be focusing on several practical English phrases and idioms, and if you know your English is amazing. So let's get started. The first English idiom is, don't give me that line. Don't give me that line. Don't give me that line. But what is the meaning of don't give me that line? They use this phrase in response to someone saying something that is not true or unacceptable. So when someone says something that you cannot believe, that you believe is not true or is unacceptable, you can simply say, don't give me that line. Let me provide you with an example of this English phrase. Oh, sorry, I couldn't come to your birthday party because I was sick. Come on, don't give me that line. I know you're lying. Oh, sorry, I couldn't come to your birthday party last night because I was sick. Oh, come on, don't give me that line. I know you're lying, which means what you're saying is unacceptable, what you're saying is not true. I know you're lying. Now let's move to the next English phrase that if you know your English is wonderful, which is to turn on the charm, to turn on the charm, to turn on the charm. What does it mean when we say someone turns on the charm, or what happens when someone turns on the charm? To turn on the charm means to suddenly start behaving kindly, generously, and nicely towards other people in a way that you're trying to please them to get what you want, to reach your goals. So you're not behaving kindly, nicely, and generously towards other people because you're doing this out of the goodness of your heart, or you're someone kind and generous, by nature, but you're doing this in order to reach your goals, to get what you want, to please them with the purpose of reaching your goals or getting what you want. An example of this phrase. How did you convince the landlord to lower the rent? Well, I turned on the charm by helping him all the time. How did you convince the landlord to lower the rent? Well, I turned on the charm by helping him all the time. Alright, now we're getting to the third English phrase that if you know your English is amazing, which is to line your own pockets. To line your own pockets. To line your own pockets. What does it mean when we say someone is lining their own pockets? Or to line your own pockets? Well, to line your own pockets emphasizes the idea that you're making a lot of money, usually in a dishonest way. You're making a lot of money selfishly in a dishonest way by abusing your power or your influence, by taking advantage of your authority, taking advantage of your power or the position that you have. An example of this phrase. The corrupt politicians always line their own pockets instead of helping the poor. The corrupt politicians always line their own pockets instead of helping the poor. The corrupt politicians always line their own pockets instead of helping the poor, which means the corrupt politicians are always looking for ways to make money selfishly and dishonestly by taking advantage of their authority, their power, their position, instead of doing what they should really do, which is helping the poor, helping people, helping the public, helping the poor people. They do anything but help people. They don't do what they're actually supposed to do. They have their positions, they have the positions that they have to help people with the purpose of helping the public, but they don't do what they're originally supposed to do. They just think of ways of lining their own pockets. They just think of ways of taking advantage of their power or their authority to make a lot of money, selfishly and dishonestly. Alright, now we're proceeding to the next English phrase that if you know your English is wonderful, which is to be in your element. To be in your element. To be in your element. To be in your element means to feel comfortable and confident because you're in a situation that suits your personality or suits your skills and potentialities. So to be in your element means to feel comfortable or to feel, confident as a result of being in a situation that suits your skills, suits your character or your personality. An example of this phrase. Now that she's found a suitable job, she's in her element. Now that she's found a suitable job, she is in her element. Which means now that she's got a suitable job, she's found a suitable job, she feels confident and comfortable because she feels that she's in a situation in which she has what she needs and the situation, suits her character, her personality. Alright, now we gotta proceed to the next English phrase, which is the exact opposite of to be in your element, which is to be out of your element. To be out of your element. To be out of your element. What does it mean when we say someone is out of their element? Well, to be out of your element means not to feel comfortable or confident because you're in a situation in which you believe that things do not suit your character, your personality, your skills, or who you are. So to be out of your element means to feel uncomfortable or to lack confidence because you're in a situation in which you believe things do not suit your character, your personality, or who you are. An example of this phrase: she's always out of her element on foreign trips. She's always out of her element on foreign trips. She's always out of her element on foreign trips, which means she's always uncomfortable or she lacks confidence, self-confidence on her foreign trips. Means whenever she's on foreign trips, she doesn't feel comfortable. She lacks confidence because she believes she's in a place in which, things or circumstances do not suit her character. All right, now let's get to the next English phrase that if you know your English is wonderful, which is to have money to burn. To have money to burn. To have money to burn. What does it mean when we say someone has money to burn? Well, to have money to burn means to be so rich that you have extra money to waste. Or to have money to burn means to be very wealthy in a way that you got a lot of extra money that you don't know how to spend, that you usually waste on stupid things. So to have money to burn means to be so rich that you don't know how to spend your money in a way that you usually waste all the money that you have on meaningless or stupid things. An example of this phrase: when you spend $25,000 on a pair of shoes, that means you have money to burn. When you spend $25,000 on a pair of shoes, that means you have money to burn, which means when you spend $25,000 on a pair of shoes, that means you're so rich that you don't know how to spend your money. You're so rich that you usually waste your money on meaningless and stupid things, things that are not worth the money that you pay for them. And now we're getting to the final phrase of today's video, that if you know your English is wonderful, that you really need to know and learn to be able to take your English to the next level, which is to have something on your mind. To have something on your mind. To have something on your mind. But what does it mean when we say someone has something on their mind? To have something on your mind means to feel worried about something, to be thinking about something, or to be preoccupied with something. Why? Because you feel worried about it. An example of this phrase: since she got a divorce, she has a lot on her mind. Since she got a divorce, she has a lot on her mind. Since she got a divorce, she has a lot on her mind, which means after her divorce, she's worried about lots of things. She has lots of things to feel worried about, or she's preoccupied with lots of things. And that's about all, guys. Thank you for watching today's video. In today's video, you learned some practical English idioms and phrases that if you know and use, you can take your English to the next level. Let's review these phrases once again together. Don't give me that line. Don't give me that line. Don't give me that line. Turn on the charm. Turn on the charm. Turn on the charm. Line your own pockets. Line your own pockets. Line your own pockets. Be in your element. Be in your element. Be in your element. Be out of your element. Be out of your element. Be out of your element. Have money to burn. Have money to burn. Have money to burn. To have something on your mind. To have something on your mind. To have something on your mind. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure you like this video in support of this channel and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll be back soon with another video.